If I had a dollar for every white conservative that said, well, the Ku Klux Klan was started by Democrats. Yeah, that's true. In 1865, at the end of the Civil War, that was won by Republican President Abraham Lincoln, the Ku Klux Klan was formed in Pulaski, Tennessee, with people who were associated with Southern Democrats. The South was very Democratic. The Dixiecrats, or the white Southern Democrats, not only were free black, but they were also very violent towards the Republicans, because the Republicans were the carpetbaggers that were coming south during the Reconstruction. The Klan targeted Republicans. And the South was overwhelmingly Democratic until the mid 20th century. What happened? Well, in 1960, John F. Kennedy is elected. John F. Kennedy is a Catholic. The Klan hated Catholics. They didn't trust him. Kennedy was also pro-civil rights. Kennedy's assassinated in 63, and then Johnson becomes the president. Not only is Johnson very, very pro-civil rights, I mean, he signs all the major civil rights legislation of the 1960s. He's also the architect of the Great Society, the development of a welfare system that's meant to help people, primarily poor rural whites, but also ends up helping poor people in the city who are black. And in 1968, when Nixon is running for president as the Republican, he develops this thing called the Southern Strategy, which is a very intentional plot to go after white Southern Democrats and say, look at the rising crime rate in the city. The cities are urban hellscapes. The cities are jungles. And remember, after Martin Luther King is assassinated, there's riots in 150 cities across the country. So he's going after white Democrats to say, if you vote for me, I'll get tough on the city. I'll get tough on urban crime. And it works. He's elected president because all these Southern Democrats move into the Republican category. Reagan does much the same in 1980 when he's talking about welfare queens on the south side of Chicago. So more white Democrats are moving into the Republican category. And by the time we get to 2008 and the election of Barack Obama, the last of the racist Democrats are now firmly in the Republican category. And we certainly see this with the language of Donald Trump talking about urban crime in cities like Baltimore and Chicago. It's much of the same coded language. I'm going to go after those people. But it's the same old story. It's the same old story. So yeah, things change over 160 years. The Democratic Party has shed a lot of its racist as it's become the party of civil rights, and they've all ended up in the Republican Party. And it's worth pointing out that in 2016, 2020, and 2024, the Ku Klux Klan endorsed, that's right, Donald J. Trump. There you go. The more you know. Welcome to the resistance.